There aren't many rules to Olympic speed skating. Get around the rink as quickly as possible. That's the gist. The fastest man or woman wins. But there's one rule you have to remember. There are only 2 lanes on the speed skating track, and you have to skate 1 lap in one lane and then the next lap in the other. It's simple, really. Alternate. This lane, then that lane. Then this lane, then that lane. Lap after lap. The whole sport is about rhythm. Dutchman Sven Kramer didn't need telling the rules or rhythms of speed skating. By the time of the 10,000 metres race in Vancouver in 2010, Kramer hadn't lost in 4 years.
Sven Kramer.
He'd won 18 consecutive 10,000 metre races and had a gold medal already from the 5,000 metres won the previous week. But on a fateful February day in Canada, Kramer forgot his rhythm.
Ready.
Kramer was an overwhelming favourite in Vancouver. He was last on the track from 8 pairs of racers. Kramer was expected to destroy his Russian partner Ivan Skobrev and to drift comfortably inside the time of Korea's Lee Sung-hwan as well.
Lee Sung-hwan.
For 16 laps, everything was perfect. Skobrev was a dot in the mirrors. Kramer was keeping bang on track. His rhythm was metronomic and his style exquisite. Counting down the laps, he had everything right. This lane, then that lane. 16 laps to go, then 15. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Whoa, what's happened here, Sven? Rewind. Speed skaters have a close relationship with their coaches. The men and women in the tracksuits stand by the side of the ice to offer encouragement and direction. They also tell the skaters if they should be in this lane or that. Kramer's coach Gerard Kemkes had done all of the above for 16 laps. But then he had a moment of madness. As Kramer approached the changeover after 6,600 metres of plain sailing, Kemkes shouted at Kramer to go to the inside lane. But Sven was sure he should be heading out. The 23-year-old Kramer yielded to his older and more experienced coach. But crucially, his own instincts had been right and his coaches were wrong. Clean living Sven Kramer was now on the wrong side of the tracks. Kemkes knew it almost instantly, but was powerless to go back in time. The South Koreans knew it too. Watching from the middle of the track, they knew Kramer was going to be disqualified. The only man who didn't know it was the man in the polished black and orange skating suit, who thought he was heading for a gold medal. He flew over the line, smashing the Olympic record. But now Kemkes had to come clean. Kramer learnt that he'd lost the Olympic gold from the man who had caused the calamity. And he was not happy. Not happy at all. You'd think a calamity of this scale would mean the end of the road for an athlete and their coach. Kemkes had let Kramer down in the most public way imaginable on the biggest possible stage. But Sven dug deep and forgave his coach. Despite some obvious tensions, the duo stayed together. And Sven was rewarded for his patience 4 years later at the Sochi Winter Games, when he won 2 gold medals under the guidance of Kemkes. All's well that ends well? Not quite. Just 5 weeks after Sochi, Kramer dumped his coach. As they say, it's easier to forgive than to forget.